Alright YouTube, welcome back. This is episode 2 of Sim Setup Wars. I just want to go ahead and thank everyone for entering in episode 1, and also thank you to everyone who entered into episode 2. I just do want to remind you guys that go ahead and leave the name of the person you want to send to the finals in the comments below, so they will have a chance to win that $50 iRacing gift card. And I do want to go ahead and announce the winner to episode 1. The winner was Jaoa. He had the most comments down below in the comment section. So congratulations to Jaoa. You've made it to the finals. And now, without further ado, we're just going to jump right in and go into episode 2. And first up, we have Chris. He's 48 and from the US. He said he's been passionate about cars and working on them since he was 10 years old. He always had something to tinker with until he moved to New York, which left him with no garage space and no projects. That's when he decided to try sim racing. He purchased a small sim setup for him and his dad to race with. This sparked more interest, and that's when he decided to go above and beyond. He's using the Trak Racer TR160 chassis with the Trak Racer rally seat. He's also using the triple AOC 32-inch curved 1440 144 Hz LED monitor, being held up with his Trak Racer integrated triple monitor stand. Very nice. For his wheel setup, he went with the Simagic Alpha Direct Drive base and the Simagic Premium GT4 wheel. For his shifter, he decided to go with an SRT DIY sequential shifter in H pattern. I believe this is a hydraulic clutch controlled gearbox, meaning if the clutch isn't pressed, you will not be able to move the shifter. This thing is pretty badass. Chris is also mounting his Apex P911 button box to his cockpit, as well as his Elgato Stream Deck for extra customizable in-game controls. For his dash, he's using an Amazon Fire tablet mounted to his wheelbase. For audio, Chris is using the Logitech Z906 5.1 surround with the booming 1000 watts peak power. I love the way he mounted him to the rear and sides of his cockpit. Very clean install. None of this would be useful without a PC, and Chris did not come up short. He's using the Ryzen 5 3600X 6-core CPU, EVGA RTX 2080 Super GPU, and 16GB G-Skill Trident Z RGB RAM. Also, Chris provided some video of his cockpit that I went ahead and put together in this little clip here. All in all, Chris, this is an awesome setup. Love the cable management with not a wire showing. The rig looks excellent and the PC is up to the task. Great job. And next we have Rocky. He's 34 and from New Zealand. He said he has been console sim racing for years and only PC bound racing for about 6 months. He started with the Logitech G25 and a PS3, then progressed to a T300 and a PS4. Rocky wanted to give special shout outs to SimLab Europe, Apex Sim Racing, Jinx, Simline, Husinkveld, Manon Racing New Zealand, Allport Motorsports New Zealand, and Speed Nation New Zealand. Rocky is currently using a SimLab P1X chassis and a Racetech WHR bucket seat. For his monitors, he's using triple AOC 32-inch curved 2K monitors and a 27-inch AOC IPS 1080 monitor up top. And one of the wheels Rocky is using is his Cube Controls Formula Pro. It comes with 13 buttons, 4 CNC aluminum rotary knobs, USB connection in the back. What's cool is they also make a wireless version of this as well. He also likes to switch it up and uses a Simline Porsche GT3 wheel, not to mention all the other options. Nice collection. For his base, he chose one of the most underrated bases in my opinion, and that's the awesome VRS Direct Force wheelbase. To finish off the set, he added the Husinkveld Sprint Load Cell pedals. To the left, he mounted a Husinkveld handbrake and a Jinx sequential shifter. Also, I believe that's a Manon Sim Racing emergency stop button. Very cool. Right above that, Rocky mounted his Elgato Stream Deck for customizable in-sim controls. To the right of the cockpit, you see his Apex Downforce button box, followed up with his Corsair K57 RGB wireless keyboard. For audio, Rocky uses the excellent SteelSeries Arctis Pro wireless headphones. And as for his console rig, he is using the Next Level DD Racing Stand, Thrustmaster TGT wheel and base, TM TLCM pedals, Thrustmaster TSS handbrake, and TH8A shifter. The PC that's powering his main rig is using an Intel i7 7700K, the always popular EVGA 1080 Ti for the win, and 16GB G-Skill Trident RAM sticks. Rocky, the setup and room just looks like a great place to get away from the real world, kick back, and have some fun. Excellent job on the cable management, build, and entire design of the room. Excellent work. And next we have Opher. He is 34 and from Israel. He has been sim racing since 2007, and he started with the G25 and Fanatec CSL chassis. He built up to the setup over time, and not only does he have a sick setup, but he also now builds complete sim racing rigs for customers in Israel. For his chassis, he's using a do-it-yourself 80/20 rig he built himself, and for his monitor, he's using a triple Acer 27-inch curved 2K 144Hz monitor that are being held up by his do-it-yourself triple monitor mount. Opher is using a SimCube 2 Pro direct drive base and a Simline Porsche GT3 wheel. This is a 1-to-1 replica of the Porsche GT3 Cup wheel. For pedals, Opher is running the almighty Real Gear GT Pro 1S pedal set. For audio, he has a Yamaha receiver and Peerless Tower speakers, and when he doesn't want the rest of the house to hear the rumbles, Opher switches to his Corsair Void Pro wireless headset. They feature 7.1 Dolby Surround and retail for around $99. And the beast of a PC running all this is a Ryzen 5 5600X 6-core CPU, Asus RTX 3070 GPU, and 32 gigs of RAM. Opher, the setup is awesome, especially since the chassis and monitor mount was a do-it-yourself build. And as for the PC, it is a beast and will serve you well. Great work. And for our last entry, we have Blake. He is 35 and from the US. Blake is happily married and a father of one. Blake owns his own auto body shop in Arkansas and has always had a passion for cars. He is a huge RC aviation addict and a dirt racing junkie. What's even more awesome is that he mentioned he cruised for Kyle Beard Motorsports and on the Comp Cam's Super Dirt series. Very awesome. As for his rig, it is just as impressive. Blake is using the GT Omega Prime cockpit with the RS9 seat. For his monitors, he went with the triple Acer 32-inch curved monitors for racing and a single 32-inch Vizio Smart TV up top for stats and other tasks. These are being held up by an 80/20 triple monitor stand from Racing Fab. For his wheel, he went with the Simagic M10 wheel from SimMotion, and for his pedals, he went with the Fanatec Club Sport V3 pedals. Great choice. He also mounted an iPad to his rig so you could see the chat for when he's live streaming. For audio, Blake went with the HyperX Cloud Flight wireless headset. Excellent choice. For his PC, Blake has a custom-built PC by Ty from Console Killers. He is rocking an Intel i5-9400 CPU, EVGA 3070 GPU, and T-Force Delta 32GB RGB RAM sticks. Overall, this is a very clean and neat setup, and that PC will handle more than you can throw at it. Great job, Blake. All right, thank you everyone for entering. That was amazing. That was awesome setups I've seen. Again, if you want to go ahead and get entered into probably episode 4 or 5, go ahead in the email down below in the description. Other than that, go ahead, leave a comment down below of the person you want to send to the finals, which setup you thought was best, which setup you liked the most. Go ahead and leave their name down in the comments so you can send them to the finals so they can go ahead and try to win that $50 iRacing gift card. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that share button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for episode 3. Until next time, peace.